So, if you break men and women apart, Allah puts down a pandemic. I spoke about it before. It's in the Torah. You can go and read the Torah and find it. If male and female are separated, as in what Sodom does, then Allah brings down a judgment, and it's a pandemic, a plague. Remember that. So what is happening in the US in the Supreme Court is bringing down a pandemic, and what is happening in Europe is bringing down pandemics. Because every time you go against the laws of God, these things occur. These things occur. And now a disbeliever is going to contend that the knowledge and wisdom of God, Allah. And that's up to them. But if you take notice, a lot of women have gotten into power, and it's because the radical left has radicalized far too greatly, bringing in what the Europeans have is Sodom, where parents sleep with child sleeps with parent. Bestiality, that black magic. So, and this is all because they have gone further away from the laws of God, and it's an excuse to say that people who disbelieve cannot come into belief. No. If you are of disbelief, if you don't believe in God in the last day, then you're here purposely. You're just here in this world without a purpose. You walk in this world wandering, and you're just basically tearing at the fabric of society. Tearing at the fabric of society. Right now, all the women that are in power are from the progressive left. They're not patriarchs. Most of these women that are in power are not patriarchs. We need patriarchy. We need God in order for God to move the economy. The Europeans don't want to see an Islamic unification of Latin America, but then they need a different financial system. The Europeans are fighting in the US. If you see the politicians, there's Eurocentric politics. Puerto Rico exists. That they fight for Europe. They don't fight for America, they fight for Europe. They don't fight for Puerto Rico, they fight for Europe. So those are Eurocentric politics. There's some in Latin America as well. Not to clarification with those political parties like that, but I'm sure of it. And even in the Middle East and Africa, they're Eurocentric politics. The Europeans are fighting the Americans for repositioning of that bank. They don't want to fall under the bank because of the euro. So they will fight a war in the U.S. to make sure that that bank is in favor of their economy, and they will not be subjugated to that bank. Why do the Europeans need an Islamic financed hemisphere of Latin America to create a counterbalance so that they don't have to worry about that? That Brazil has the opportunity to be part of the Security Security Council. They need another voice. They need another hemisphere. We've already seen how the British have left the European Union, and we are going to see this kind of quasi-fractionalism because there is no existence of God in Europe. There's some fragments of it, but they've kicked out all of the Jews out of Europe, and so they will kick out all the Christians out of Europe, and this is not a well-balanced nation state. It's a desolate state. Most of them will be desolate, and it'll be purposeless. So I just want to bring that forth. If they're contrary to that, then they're contrary to economic prosperity. Take care.